No such thing as a closet big enough. The bigger the space, the bigger the clutter. We set out with the two Amandas, New Orleans' own masters of messiness, to get our own Laura Shelton's closet in order. When the two Amandas walked into the space that doubles as a closet and laundry room for Fox 8's Laura Shelton, they downplayed the clutter and the chaos.
It's not going to be that difficult of a job.
But there were shoes everywhere, clothes jammed in there, purses stacked out of reach, more stuff than you can imagine in a tiny space. They purged the unnecessary, moved things out, and brought in a much-needed sense of organization.
We are going to bring in just a little chest of drawer unit for her and group all of her sweaters together, her tank tops, her workout. It'll all be folded and categorized for her.
Laura's hanging clothes moved to wooden hangers and are now blocked by color.
All of her long sleeve shirts are together and they're color coded so that all her white shirts are together, all her black shirts are together. So that if she's looking something, it makes it a lot easier to go and find what she's looking for.
And check out the shoe racks and the way the shoes are stacked. A toe and a heel show for every pair. A burlap sack tacked on the wall now holds Laura's earrings. The loose items like purses go in baskets or boxes, and they're all labeled. Add a few finishing touches and the closet transformation is absolutely amazing.
Oh my gosh. It looks so different. Looks really, really, really good.
You feel like you'll be able to find everything with the label?
Not a problem. It looks so good.
Take a look at the before and the after.
The shoes. I love the shoes.
What you have.
I think I'm going to be better dressed now because it's all going to be easier to find.
I think you'll find yourself wearing things that you didn't even remember you had, or things that you haven't seen in a while because you know exactly where to look for them.
And to get that stuff that was crammed in here that I never wore out of the way will make a huge difference.
Right.
Yeah, you really will.
Love it. Love it.
So thrilled.
Looks good.
Amanda and Amanda are back to talk about the final result. Laura was so excited, and it really does look like a different space. What was the biggest thing in that closet that needed to be done just to make it look more organized?
Just to get out the things that don't belong in a closet, because she was using it for so many different things. She had a laundry room in there and the storage and all of her clothes. So the biggest thing was just to get out the things that didn't belong there.
And how many people, you've done countless closets. I know you've done countless closets just in New Orleans. How much does it cost? Number one, because everybody's thinking that at home right now. Okay, that looks great, but how much is this going to cost us? You got to get the wooden hangers, you got to get the crates, you got to get the labels, and if people were to get your services, how much does something like this cost?
It's a lot less expensive than people think, especially for products like the wooden hangers. They're comparable to the plastic hangers that everybody runs out and buys. They don't even realize.
Hangers?
People do. If they don't have the wash.
They just show up in my closet. I don't know where they come from.
They come from everywhere. But they are really inexpensive, so you can get hangers for, you know, somewhere around 50 cents a piece, and it makes such a huge difference. That's probably the biggest thing you can do for the least amount of money, is to bring in the wooden hangers and get the right support for your clothes.
And Amanda Catalanato, how many people actually keep their closets looking like this? Because I really try. I try to keep my closet organized, but you know, you're in a rush to get out the door. You're in a rush when you come home to get your clothes off, hang them up, and you just throw things in there, and shoes are everywhere. How many people do you go back later and look at their closet and it looks still the way you fixed it?
What I will tell you is it's not the white glove polished look that it is when we walk out the door, but is it organized and categorized? Absolutely. All their white shirts are still together so that if they're looking for a white top, they know right where to go. And really, people are very inspired when it's all said and done to keep it up that way, because it really does make a difference. It makes things move along more quickly in the morning because you can get your hands on that belt that you need right away. And so people really do keep it up, but it's certainly not that perfect white glove finish.
And I noticed in Laura's closet that you had some decorations, you had fresh flowers and a little lamp. I mean, is that something you do in most people's closets, or in that case, was it because it was also a laundry room?
We really try to give it a little bit of a happy feeling as we walk out the door, and so there's always some little something that we leave behind. And again, it's just about inspiring you to keep it that way. If it feels good when you walk into that space, and you're going to want it to stay that way.
All right, the two Amandas. Next time around, the Amandas are going to show us how to get organized in the kitchen. Oh my gosh, when you open the drawers and pots and pans just fall out, and Tupperware dishes, they're going to show us how to get it all organized. So that will be next time around. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.